We are at Nutraland's manufacturing facility, and I'm going to take you on a tour with me today and show you what we do, the great extraction facility, everything. So come on and join me on this little adventure. We are here at Nutraland USA's ingredient warehouse, and I have to tell you, it is one of the most impressive facilities I've ever seen. All around, we have tens of thousands of kilos of raw materials. And what's really fascinating is that every single one of these materials undergoes extensive testing when it comes in. I'm talking about heavy metal testing. I'm talking about pesticide testing. I'm talking about microbiological agents and other toxins. These raw materials are amongst the highest quality ever. And here, folks, is one of our newest materials, Somato, derived from tomato fruit extract. And here's what the dried Somato material looks like. Now, it smells exactly like tomatoes because, of course, it is from tomatoes. And this is what we use with a food-grade ethanol extract, like you make really good herbal extracts, and you create this concentrate that has naturally occurring phytomelatonin in it. That's the same material that we've done a really nice human clinical trial showing it helped people fall asleep 33% faster. This is the real deal. So we're going to take you on a little trip to understand how the extraction process works. As an example, we're going to use Somato. Here we have the actual tomato powder that I showed you earlier. Now, we're going to take it on a little elevator ride. Follow me. So now we are going to take the pallet of the tomato powder and bring it onto the elevator. We're going to take it up to the second floor, and you're going to get a chance to see how the extraction process actually works on a commercial basis here at our extraction facility. So we use a very special process in order to move powder into the extraction tank. Instead of using a scoop and putting it in, we actually use a vacuum tube, and we literally vacuum the powder into the tank. This keeps it very clean, it keeps it very efficient, and it reflects the care that goes into the quality process of making an extract. So now that the powder is in the tank, it's time to bring in the purified water and the food-grade ethanol. Purified water comes in through that line and enters the tank. And through this line, the food-grade ethanol, and I want to be specific, this is a cassava-based ethanol, not some corn ethanol. It enters the tank, and together they blend, and the extraction process begins. That's where the magic happens. So now, the newly created extract is transferred via a vacuum tube into these concentration tanks. As the name suggests, it helps to concentrate the material and make it more potent. And this is also the place where the ethanol itself gets recycled. So it is a sustainable way to continue using it for exactly the same extract more than one time. A socially responsible and efficient way to do it. So the quality of water used in an extraction facility is incredibly important. And this is the room where that purification takes place. The water enters this tank, and then it moves over here to the reverse osmosis tubes, which yields a purified, beautiful water that enters this tank. And now we have a water that is purified and ready to be used in an extraction facility. Now, if it looks to you like I'm dressed like a character out of a science fiction movie, it's because here at the Nutraland manufacturing facility, we take GMPs very seriously. So, we showed you so far about the extraction process. Now, what do we do next? Well, those extracts come into this clean room for this particular outlet. From that point, now we go to the next step. So now, sticking with the tomato example, the tomato paste is now entered into this high-speed shearing mixture. And it goes through this blending process. And it's a mixture, but it must be mixed with something, and it is. It's mixed with tapioca dextrin. And as that mix occurs, it becomes more of a powdery substance that is easier to handle. So many of you may have seen this type of commercial blender if you've gone to a contract manufacturer. And indeed, it is a large commercial blender, but it is more than that. Naturally, you want to have a uniform mix. So again, sticking with the tomato example, now we have the tapioca dextrin in there, and you have the paste, and we have a kind of a powdery substance, but we want to make sure the mix is uniform. But not only that, we want to heat it slightly, okay? And we want to sterilize it. And now, in doing that, we get a uniform, safe, effective mix as a result of being in this commercial blender. So, after being moved out of the commercial blender, it comes here to the milling and sifting room. And it goes through this piece of machinery. That milling and sifting helps it to have a more consistent particle size. Now, we finally have a material that is ready to be packaged. And that's what we do in this room. We actually weigh the material and we'll place it into the appropriate container for packaging. So now we have the first container ready to go. But we have to run it through the metal detector. Let's see what happens. Well, it's clear. The alarm didn't go off, so now we can take that package and we can run it through this machine, which is going to vacuum and safety seal it. So now we are at the quality control lab, and here is a room where we have some of the equipment you might expect. A GC, HPLC, which of course is what is used to fingerprint a material and make sure that it is what it's supposed to be. For example, take a look at this. You see in the middle a peak. That is the phytomelatonin found in Somato. But you also have this. What is that? That is 2-hydroxymelatonin. You only find that in a natural material. We finally arrived. The raw material in its finished form has been released by QA. And now here we have it. We have Somato packaged and ready to go. Yep. And as long as we're here, here is our Vega Delight, our vegan vitamin D3. This one has also been released by QA, and it is packaged and ready to go. Now, the finest phytomelatonin and vegan vitamin D products in the world are ready for use. At Nutraland, we say our raw materials are good for you and good for the planet. And one of the ways that we make sure it's good for the planet is by having our own wastewater recycling and cleaning facility right here in our manufacturing area. This makes sure the water is all clean, all the waste is removed, and we introduce back into nature something that's clean and wonderful. And we're very proud to be doing that. So thank you for joining me today on this tour of Nutraland USA's manufacturing facility. I hope you found it just as interesting as I did. And I hope it gives you some confidence that when you utilize any of Nutraland USA's materials in your products, you're getting the best of the best.